Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Liz. Thank you for stopping by. So today I have sort of a finish for you. All of these are done, as you can see. It's one of those wind chime things, hanging wind chime things. And I figured we'd put it together because it's a little complicated and there might be somebody out there who wants to do it but is afraid of like how to put it together. So I'm going to try to do like step by step, follow the directions. I got one that didn't have directions, but this one actually came with directions. Okay. Now I have already pre-read the directions, so I have an idea, but I'm still not 100% sure. And I think that if we do it together, it will work out better. So I have my two pieces. I have my 12 little birds. I have all these little hook loop things that they go with the birds, and then I have the string that goes with the middle piece, which I think honestly that middle piece is the hardest piece to figure out on these directions. And we have the chain that hangs the whole thing up once it's done. I did seal it. I sealed it with Minwax polyacrylic gloss. It's the only one I use. As you can see, you don't lose any of the shine. What I did do is I wiped this off with a cloth after I put it on, and then I take a wet cloth and I kind of just wipe off the top because I don't need it on the top. I only need it like on the edges to get rid of that glue, that stickiness, you know. And I only needed with this one to do it once. Sometimes I got to do it twice, but this one I only needed it once. I mean, the less you can do it, the better, honestly. So I did that. I did the little birds. I did everything yesterday. So now I'm going to bring it up closer. I'm going to try to show you how to do. We're going to do it together. Let's see how this goes, okay? But I do have to pause it for a minute in order to do that because I actually have to go do something super quick. Okay, I had to go give Howie a treat. I think he has caught on that when I'm doing a video, he gets a treat. So when he hears me, he gets a treat. You know, they're not stupid, you know. All right, so here are the directions. And it tells you everything you have, so it gives you an inventory sheet. And I have everything already looked. And it says, thread the hanging rope through the hole on the bottom edge of the motherboard and thread one end of the rope through the black loop as shown in the picture. So this would be the motherboard. There, I think it's just this one, but I think it's both of these. We're going to put these little loops through each one of these little holes here. And I will bring this closer, I think, so we can see it. And I'll probably turn on my light so we can see it. But look how pretty they look. Does that look good with the light? They're really pretty on the light. All right, so we are threading it through here. I don't know how long this video is going to take. I'm trying to do it quick, but sometimes things don't work out that way. So you're just putting it through here, and then you're just putting it through in like a loop and pulling it through. Okay, so that's how I'm seeing it. Is that how it goes? Yeah, that's, see right there, it's showing. And then it says, buckle the hanging rope buckle onto the top of the bird pendant with 2 holes. So these birds, each one of them has 2 holes, except there's 4 that don't. 4 only have 1 hole at the top. Those are the ones that are going to go on the bottom. So you can just pick whichever one you want. So let's pick this one. And we will put him here. He's very pretty. These were fun to do, really pretty, but there was a lot of them. All right, so we did the first one there. We'll do the second one here. Okay. And I might pause and like finish a couple and then, you know, get to the next part. So you're just putting it through like that, and then you grab another birdie with 2. So this one doesn't have 2, so this one is the one that goes on the bottom. This one does have 2, so this one can go here, and you can put them any way you want. I may change them at some point, doesn't really matter. Right now I'm just grabbing and putting them here. And you just take this clip and you put it on there. Okay, so then it says thread through the hole of the bird pendant in the previous step and thread one of the buckle through the loop. So we're just going to be putting them on the birds and through the loops until we have 2 things like this, okay? So let's see. I'm going to put 2 more here. Okay, let's see. So you grab it where the bird is. You grab this, put it, you put it through. Okay, and then you grab the thing and you just put it over. What color am I going to do? We'll do this one. This one right here. Okay, really pretty. And then I'll show you this hung up, although it's not going to go where I'm going to hang it up, but I think it's the best place I can show you, which is I have a hook outside that I hang a plant, and that's where I'm going to put it for you. Okay, let's do that one. Will go on the other one. Now I'm getting picky with the colors, right? This one's very similar. Okay, this is also one that doesn't have a bottom, so we got 2 over there. It doesn't have a bottom. This one doesn't have a bottom. A bottom loop is what I mean. And there has to be another one that doesn't have a bottom loop. That one. Okay. So let's see. We will do this one over here. We'll do this one. And the same thing. You put it through here. Loop. I mean, this is pretty simple. I mean, if you could tie a loop, which is really just, that's it, you're just putting it through, and then you're hooking the little birds on at the end. And 2 more for here, and then I'll do the other side and come back to it, but I just want to show you at the end. We'll do it here, put it through, because I don't think you need to see me doing every single one of these. It's pretty straightforward. Let's see. We'll do this one here. Why not? Okay. It's not going to matter. They're all going to kind of blend together anyway. So that's your last one. So you have 3 on each of the legs of this piece here. What they call the motherboard. I don't know what else would you call it, honestly. But so there's 1 more to do on this side. Okay. And put it through. And let's grab, we want this one. Why not? Why not this one? They're all pretty anyway, so it doesn't matter. Some I like more than others, because some I like the color combo better, but they're all pretty. All right, so I'm going to do the other side, which is exactly the same thing. I'm just going to be putting them on this side here, and then I'll come back and we'll start doing the rest, because I think the rest is just a little bit more complicated. This part's pretty simple, okay? So I'll be back in a second. You won't even know. Okay, as you can see, I put them all in whatever order. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure you put them in right side up, because I actually had one upside down. I'm like, what's going on there? So they're all set up. So this part was pretty simple, okay? The next part is the part that's a little complicated, and I'm like, how does this go? So we'll move this out of the way. I've got all these other little pieces over here. And we'll move this out of the way here, because I'm going to need this space. And we have all these extra pieces now that I'm going to be working with over here. Let's closer. Turn on the light. So we have this piece here, which is what goes at the bottom with the little wind chime tinklings, whatever. It's pretty little things. Aren't they pretty? This is what's going to hold it. And then you have this piece that goes in here. That part, I have an idea how that works, but I'm not exactly sure how this string works. Now, this one is, I think, an extra one, because this string, you have to string it a certain way. So let's read the directions on this. So we got this whole part done, okay? And let's see. So thread the rope through the acrylic disc as shown in the diagram. All 4 holes can be inserted. So how is this? I think you just, because it's one long piece of string, I think what you do, it says all 4 can be inserted. Hold on. Thread the rope through the wind chime tube as shown in the diagram. Okay. After some much trial and error, I think I finally figured it out. I had to cut part of the video out because it wasn't coming out right. I think I finally got it. It's not very clear, and honestly, the directions, the diagram is really not very clear. But you put it through here, and then you put it through here. It says to put it through the tube. And then it says to put it back into the same hole, which I'm like, how does that work? But okay. So you put it through here, and then you put it back into the same hole. Okay. Now you're going to have to pull it a little bit so you can have some extra thing here. And then you go to the next one. Here, push it through the same way. And then you grab your other color, put it through here, providing it wants to work. You know, you would think that that would be easy to do, but okay. And then you put it through the same hole that you just pulled it out of. You keep it in the same orientation. All right. Then you do the same thing. You put it through this hole. You pull, and you're going to have to pull a little bit. It's going to be, now it's being kind of difficult, but it's all right. You can play with it after. And you put it through your tube. That one jumped right out of my hand. Oh, wait a minute. That one's free in there. Let's see. Come on. Why are you being difficult? Come on. I mean, that thing is a huge hole. I'm going to have to trim that. Where is my scissors? Let's try it again. Okay, there we go. Oh, I don't know why that's doing that. That's weird. Okay, I definitely have to cut that. So you take this and you put it through the same hole so that it always stays at the bottom, okay? So you put it through the same hole. And then you do the same thing on this last one, which I'm going to have to pull a little bit here. I hope everyone's having a great day. It's very hot outside. I actually went to visit my cousin at the hospital earlier. I went to see my nuns because one of them had some yarn for me, and I stopped at the hospital on the way, and she's not doing too good. I feel bad. She's not doing too good. She's very sick. So I'm trying to just, you know, stay even keel because she's my favorite cousin, and I'm really hoping and praying she recovers. Okay, so here we go. We put it through here, and once again, oh, actually no, doing it wrong. Sorry guys, because we did this last one. Of course they're tangling, so you have to put it through. You always have to put it through the acrylic piece first, and then you grab this piece. Yeah, I had it nice and threaded. I didn't even need the thing, and actually that will thread it fine. And you put it through the same loop that you just put it through. All right, so now you have 4 on here, and I think I'm supposed to take this at the end and kind of tie it off, but we'll see. I want to make them long and pretty, and I don't know how long does this say to make it. I mean, about the approximate as shown in the figure. Adjust the approximate length of the wind chime. Choose a moderate position to tie the knot. Okay, so I think okay, I think it's about 8 inches maybe, but let's see. Okay, that's the first one there. Okay, and we just have to keep, this is where it gets kind of like a little tedious. You have to pull to the length you want. And yeah, it's kind of a pain. And it tangles and all that, but you just have to like pull it to whatever length you want, whatever length you like, you know. And okay, I'm gonna do that and then I'll come back, okay, and I'll show you when it's done. Okay, so basically you just have to keep adjusting. So what I did is I let out some of the long string, like I pulled more of it this way, like over here, and I just kept adjusting till I get an approximate length of what I want, and I just keep adjusting it because this will move. These will move, and you can adjust them as you want them. And then at the very top, it's saying to tie a knot. So let's see. Into the middle, insert. Length, okay, hold on a second. Choose a moderate position to tie the knot. Okay, so I'm going to tie a knot now. And you know what? I'm going to give myself a good amount extra just in case I change my mind. But anyway, I'm going to tie the knot. I don't think I'm going to leave it I'm not going to cut it just yet, because I have a terrible habit of changing my mind, and I I don't want to have to change my mind and then I don't have enough string. So you have all this extra string. So all you really have to do, and it does tangle. So all you really have to do is just pull on it until you get it kind of like even. So you just continue to pull until you get as long as you want, and then get them even. You're going to have to pull a little bit on this one, a little bit on that one, until you get it to like what you're happy with. Okay. So, and see how I pulled it, and the knot is right there. Okay. And it's like, now I literally can move them. It's hard to see, but I literally can move them just by pulling, you know, to what I want. And it's going to take a little bit of playing with it to get it just right. Okay. I will do it once I hang it. I'll show you. But if you kind of just pull just like that, you can like kind of like, see how I'm pulling it? It's actually starting to kind of like even itself out. So you have to like play with it a little bit. Just kind of pull, you know. I mean, I'm a crocheter, so all this stuff is not hard for me as far as knots and stuff. But this knot here, it actually just popped through, which is fine. I don't think that's an issue. Either way, you just keep pulling it until you get to the length. As you can see, I have the length. It's about the same length as the on the picture. So this is the picture that's showing here, the length. That's why I'm leaving this on for now without cutting it, because I'm not 100% sure if that's the length that I'm going to like. All right, so I'm just going to leave that on for now, okay? And then when I do, I will probably, because this is a nylon string, I actually will probably use a lighter to kind of like melt this. And once that's melted, it's not going anywhere. All right, so let's see, that's like that. And now it's saying to put this piece here, this little piece. To put this, insert the middle hole of the circular acrylic sheet as shown into the figure. So I think it goes like this, up rather than down. So this is where your things are hanging. So you're going to put this through here. I already had it in there, and now it doesn't want to, right? Okay. Because this is where you're going to hang it to the bottom of the chime, okay? And okay, so now we're going to put the two, what they call the motherboards, together. Move this over here. Be careful with that. Like I said, it just tangles super, super easy. And the birds are going to tangle a little bit too if we're not careful. So I'm going to pan this out. I have to turn off the flash on that, just to show you what we're talking about here. So these pieces are cross sections. So you have to put it like this in order for it to give you that 3D effect. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Don't do that what I just did, because you literally can break it. But let's just put it. And of course with the drills, it's a teeny bit harder than when I did it before, because the drills make it a teeny bit tighter. But you're pulling it, pushing it through, and you just kind of have to like push it, but don't be too hard about it, because you do not want to break it. All right, so, and it goes to the top there, so I'm just trying to even that to the top. Okay, so it's right at the top. See right there, that part there. You don't hang anything there though, as far as I know. I think where you hang this stuff is on this section here. So this piece here, I believe, let's see. Oh, wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm like, what am I missing here? Let's see. Insert. Okay, so there's an extra one actually for this. Okay, so there's an extra one of these. I'll bring it up closer. So this actually goes here at the bottom, because there's an extra loop at the bottom here. And let's put it through there. All right, so you have that, and now you actually put this piece, this little hook, you hook it to the chimes. To this piece here, this little butterfly looking piece, you hook it to that. I thought this was just an extra piece. It's not. It's actually needed for this. Okay, and so this part is done. The part with the wind chimes is done. We have this two extra pieces. And I will show you where those go. So this is kind of like I mean, it looks messy. It kind of is. Like, I'm just trying to keep this from being messy, but it is messy. Okay, so I'm gonna put that here. Keep it separate. You know, it's gonna tangle. It is gonna tangle. Okay. So you take these hooks, and this hook is a difficult hook. Okay, it is tight. So I think the best way to do it is literally to just put some pressure on here and like push it through. But I do not want to break this piece, because there is a hole there, as you can see, because this is a tricky piece. Okay, I've got it. And see, it just took some of my coating off, but that's okay. There, it doesn't matter. There's no stickiness there. All right, and we'll try to put it as straight as possible on the other side. Okay, and same thing, you put it in that hole. So you literally are just pushing up against it. It is hard though, let me tell you. There we go. Okay, it's a pretty strong chain. And then you take this piece, from what I can see, yes, you take this piece, so you find where the middle is. Okay, and I'm guessing like right around here. Buckle the buckle of the rotating hook into the 10,000 chain. So I'm just gonna actually put it like, I'm not gonna put it in the middle of the chain. I'm literally just gonna put it on the chain. because it will straighten itself out once you hang it, and then that's your hook. And this will rotate. This has a rotator on it. And let me bring it closer for you. So I hope I did a good job of showing you guys exactly how to do this. This piece was the trickiest part. If you need me to do it again, please let me know. I will try to redo it. I mean, now that I know how to do it, it's not a big deal. But if you just stop and rewind, you're literally just threading in and out. But you have to go in through the same, back into the same loop. And that's where I was making my first mistake. I wasn't doing that. So now I'm going to go hang it up, and I'm going to show you what it looks like hung up. All right? So once again, I'll be back. Okay, so here we are. I apologize for the traffic. All of a sudden, everybody and their grandmother wants to come down the road. But anyway, here is the wind chime all set up and hung up, okay? Don't mind my orange house. I love orange, guys. So I have an orange house, okay? Anyway, the only thing I'm going to do different is actually I am going to take that hook and I'm going to hook it in the chain, like in one of the loops, because it keeps wanting to like get off center. So I'm definitely going to do that. As you can see, I left the long string here because I wasn't sure how much longer I wanted it. I honestly think it's a perfect size, and what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to tie these, I'm going to tie little knots in these so they're not moving as much, okay? But as you can see, it came out really pretty, okay? And it does spin, and it just looks really nice. I loved doing it. It was really easy to do. Even what do you call it, even sealing it was easy. I just did one side at a time. A couple hours later did the other side. Simple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and I think it came out gorgeous. I'm loving it. So I really hope that this helped you guys. Anyone who got one of these and was concerned about how to put it together, I think honestly it wasn't bad. It was a teeny bit confusing, but once I settled down and paid attention, it came out. It was done. It was pretty easy to do. It wasn't hard. You know, I'm happy with it. I think the directions need to be a teeny bit clearer and included, because I have one without directions, so I have to make sure I save this one for that other one. But now that I know how to do it, it's not that big of a deal, you know. So thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for watching. I truly appreciate it. I hope you have a great day wherever you are. Take good care of yourselves. Blessings, and thank you.